Hey, beautiful collective. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show, MysticEye369 Tarot. I hope you all are having a fantabulous day thus far, okay? If you are a regular, welcome back, my love. If you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome. Make yourself at home, okay? And if you've been rocking with me since day one, much love and many blessings for believing in me, okay? Thank you so much. So this is going to be a twin flame reading. If you're on the twin flame journey, this will certainly resonate for you. Okay, so we're going to get divine masculine's energy, divine feminine's energy, and I think I'm also going to pull the mutual energy between the two. Okay, so get in where you fit in. Roles can be reversed. Okay, the left side of the collective mind is the conscious mind. Okay, this is where we are head over heart. This is logic, you know, and then the right side of the collective mind is the feminine side. This is what's on the subconscious mind, where we are heart over head. We focus more on collaborations, being, and planning. Okay, so get in where you fit. Okay, you likely have a blend of the two. Are you 50-50, 60-40, 70-30? I don't know, but you do. Okay, so only you know your story. So take what's for you and leave the rest for another beautiful soul. All right, angels, ancestors, Holy Spirit, clear and precise messages, please, for the beautiful twin flame collective. What do we have showing up for divine masculine's energy at this time, Spirit? Meditate and contemplate, new moon and Pisces. Okay, so yeah, it could have been in the recent past you took some time to perhaps, you know, kind of like quiet your mind, quiet those external people, places, situations, in order to contemplate what you want more of. Okay, definitely feels like a lot of healing and coming into balance. Okay, it's interesting that that card would come up. I've been thinking about one of my greatest teachers in life, who is the opposite sign of me, a Pisces, and that is my older brother. Taught me some of the hardest lessons, you know, and I really admire the way that he's always spoken his truth, always been unapologetically himself, and I really admire and look up to my older brother. So if you're watching, my Pisces brother, I love you and I miss you. What else do we have here for divine masculine collective, Spirit? Okay. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Okay, so yeah, I see you, divine masculine, stepping out of your comfort zone, trusting in your intuition, and perhaps moving in a new direction, you know, headed on your life path versus perhaps, you know, where you have been previously. Okay, so beautiful. Could be overcoming some like anxiety or any sort of like haziness with these clouds here, but I do see that you have your eye on the prize there. Okay, so beautiful, and it looks like that is guided by your intuition. All right, let's see, what else do we have for divine masculine collective today, Spirit? Okay, so we also have here, be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. So with this divine masculine, you know, this could be you, as you're finding balance and as you are stepping out of your comfort zone, being bold and making the first move, whether this is an idea, whether this is a business plan, whether this is an offer, and I feel like you are, I want to say, like meeting spirit or whoever it is that you believe in, like halfway, you know, like trusting that if you are bold and you make the first move, that all will work out. What do we have here for Divine Feminine Collective Spirit? Emotions are running high, supermoon. Okay, so in the recent past, yeah, you could have been through some really emotional times, whether, you know, due to whatever is going on in your life, okay? But whatever it is, it does feel like a lot has been illuminated for you, and perhaps, you know, some of these things have been, I don't know, have had your emotions running high, you know, whether that's tears of healing, tears of joy, epiphanies, revelations, okay? Take it how it resonates for you, but definitely have been in your feels in the recent past, okay? What else do we have here for Divine Feminine Spirit? We also have here a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. Okay, so interesting. So this could be you tapped into that fire within you, you know, that passion, that drive to take action is what I want to say. So yeah, this could be you, you know, like I said, being assertive, perhaps for some of you, even a little bit, you know, impulsive, and just going with what you feel, you know. Let's see, what else do we have here? Whatever it is, you know, I feel like it's building momentum. It feels like you're approaching completion of something. It could be completion of something that you feel passionate towards, whether this is a goal, a task, a lesson, whatever it is in your life, okay? And then we also have here, don't let your past hold you back, South Node, okay? So yeah, I do feel like this could be a little bit of like integration, Divine Femme, between taking the lessons that you've learned from your past and integrating them as you move forward. Okay, so this could be you letting go of people, places, situations, mindsets, or beliefs that no longer serve your highest good. Okay. Okay, beautiful. Let's see. I'm also going to jump into tarot. Okay. Angels, ancestors, elements, Holy Spirit, clear and precise messages for the 21 collective, please. Oh. Let's try it one more time. That's interesting. I think the song is called Unwell. It might be Matchbox 20. I'm not sure, but it's like, I'm not crazy. I'm just a little unwell. Right now, you can't tell, but stay a while, and then maybe then you'll see a different side of me. Okay, so interesting. Okay, so Divine Masculine. Yeah, you could be going through some big changes at this time. Okay, we do have Four of Wands energy showing up for you, so this definitely could be you, you know, focusing on your stability. Okay, this is the 1111 card. Okay, so this could even be you looking at the way that you show up in the world, or the way that you present yourself. And I say that because, you know, this lady kind of has like a storefront there. So with this Four of Wands energy, I feel like this is looking at, you know, you standing in your power with all of this red there, being assertive, being grounded in what you bring to the table. And then, like I said, this could be perhaps you like marketing yourself, and or, you know, recognizing the way that perhaps you show up in the world and wanting to lay the foundation of what you want to see more of, is what I feel with that. What else do we have here, Spirit? That song just keeps playing. So we have here, interesting. We have here the Seven of Wands energy. Okay, so with this Seven of Wands here, this could be stepping out of the shadows here. And I say that because it's like you can't really tell the trees from the forest with all of this here. Okay, Seven of Wands energy can be about like some defensive energy. It can be about, you know, protecting yourself. So for some of you, you may have gone into, you know, surround yourself with nature and kind of like unplugging from the world a little bit as you do that deep inner work, you know, the inner child healing, the shadow work, if you will. Okay, this also could be, I don't know, it really feels like unplugging, like taking time away to connect to nature and to connect to perhaps the root of who you are, is what I want to say there. What else do we have here, Spirit? It could be that you're overcoming, you know, some challenges at this time. Feeling very vulnerable. Okay. What else do we have here, Spirit? And I don't know why, but this shoulder keeps wanting to go up. So I feel like you're tense, Divine Masculine. You could be feeling like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders, whether that's about, you know, responsibility. What else do we have here, Spirit? We have the Emperor in your forward moving energy. So with this, you know, I see you standing up for what you believe in. Okay. I see you in your element. I see you, you know, following your heart with all of this green here. Very stable, you know, taking control of the situation, you know, whatever it is that's going on in your life. Perhaps you've had to make some sacrifices. I say that because this man no longer has a leg. Instead, he has an anchor where the leg used to be. Okay, so this could also be you, you know, holding down the fort, you know, holding down the household. You know, perhaps you are a father figure of some sort, and or, you know, a caretaker. So whatever it is, I feel like although you've made some sacrifices, you have gained a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom. And I say that because he's holding this staff here, and it has kind of like this cross on the end. So it's like maybe now that you're examining, you know, whatever cross it is that you've been carrying, whatever these burdens have been feeling, or whatever these burdens have been in your life, I do feel like perhaps you now have more insight as to, you know, who you want to be, where you want to go, how you want to show up in the world, how you want to provide for your family. And I feel like you're standing your ground. What else do we have here, Spirit? Whoa. Okay, I'm going to take the 2, and then we have this giant bundle. Okay. So we have the Tower and the Six of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, so with the Tower following the Four of Wands here, I do feel like there could have been a shakeup in your foundation. You know, this could have been you all moving, this could have been a separation, whatever it was a sudden change, it was some upheaval, it was, you know, you going down a different path. You know, the Tower can be seen as a negative card, but I think it's quite positive. The Tower falls so that we can rebuild, you know, so faulty foundations always fall. So with this, I do feel like, you know, there could have definitely been a shakeup in your home life, or just some major sort of upheaval where you had to let go of a lot of things in order to make room for things that are in more alignment. Okay, and then we have that Seven of Wands clarified by the Six of Pentacles. So You know, with this here, I definitely feel like this could have been you like grounding in your energy, kind of like protecting yourself, because with the Six of Pentacles energy here, for some of you, you could have perhaps given to situations, people, or places that did not bear fruit. I say that because there's no fruit here on this tree, and he seems to be weighed down by all of the weight that he has taken on, okay? So I do see that perhaps in the recent past, you know, you could have maybe disconnected from the world as you kind of like recover your resources, okay? Interesting. Could have also been you, you know, helping to stand up for whatever it is in your situation that you felt needed protecting, and perhaps lending a hand to those people, okay? But take it how it resonates for you, okay? Roles can be reversed. And then with the Emperor here, let's get a clarifier, Spirit. Interesting. We have Queen of Cups showing up on its side, okay? So I do feel like, you know, you're standing your ground or fighting for something that you feel is very beautiful, loving, intuitive, healing, nurturing, okay? So this could be an external person, a Queen of Cups, you know, somebody that has the characteristics that we just spoke about there. You know, it could be someone that has your heart with the heart and then the flame here, okay? And or this could be you stepping into being more nurturing, intuitive, and also healing yourself, okay? So interesting. I am feeling like this is an external person, but you know, like I said, take it how it resonates for you. So if it's not an external person for you, then that could be you stepping into that healing for yourself. You know, you could even be a healer, perhaps divine masculine, and as you embrace all of the gifts within you, you know, that could offer an opportunity for healing to others, okay? So let's see. What do we have here for Divine Feminine Collective Spirit? 1738. What do we have for Divine Feminine Collective today, Spirit? Wow. Okay. So let's see. So the first card up, we do have King of Swords energy, and I want to say it showed up in the reverse, but at any rate, you know, King of Swords showing up in the reverse can be seen as kind of, you know, beating around the bush, being a little bit, you know, manipulative, kind of like being swayed, okay? So if that is not your energy, then it could be perhaps that you were feeling controlled by a person, place, situation, mindset, or belief, okay? And perhaps that was something that you had to sort through. I'm going to turn this King of Swords in the upright and say that you spoke your truth in this situation. And I say that because we have your oracle card here is emotions are running high, okay? So it definitely could have been very emotional, either you speaking your truth and or receiving this energy from outside of you, okay? So, you know, if with it coming up in the reverse, I do feel like you could, you know, perhaps not be communicating with a lot of people or with whomever this happened with, you know, if they did mistreat you or try to like control you by some sort of manipulation or, you know, like mind games, okay? We also do have here the star energy. So with this star energy here, I'm seeing a renewal. You know, this kind of reminds me of like a baptism of sorts. And I'm seeing this sun energy just above the just above her head there. So I do feel like, you know, there's been a lot of things that have been illuminated for you, and I do feel like if you're not already feeling it, that happier days are headed your way. I do feel like you've been waist deep in your emotions. You know, you've had to put in blood, sweat, and tears for this beautiful, you know, transformation. And now I feel like your spirit, your mind, and your body have been renewed. I feel like this could also be you just like having more faith through all of the adversity that you've been through. You know, perhaps it's just strengthened your faith in spirit, whoever you believe in, and or your faith in yourself, that like, wow, you know, maybe I've been through a lot, but I'm still here to tell my tale. Download 2032. Okay, and with this, you know, this could also be you being in the spotlight. Okay, so in whatever way that resonates for you. Okay, we'll get more clarity here in just a second. And then we do also have here the Judgment card. So I do feel like there was a wake-up call. Okay, I do feel like this is you perhaps no longer sleeping on your dreams, your vision, your truth, your whatever it is in your situation. Okay, I feel like this is you just like really in your authenticity. You know, people, places, or situations from the past may not quite even recognize you anymore. Like, you know, who is this? This is not the person that we once knew, right? When you entered the coffin, when you entered the cocoon, the transformation, perhaps you looked, thought, and spoke like something completely different. And now that you're coming back out of the coffin, I do feel like you have clarity, you've made a final decision, and this is a wake-up call to whatever you feel, you know, your life's purpose is. Okay, let's see. What else? Whoa, that's too many cards. What else do we have here, Spirit? Please clarify that King of Swords energy. Interesting. So we have the Five of Wands here, and it came out in the reverse. Interesting. Okay, so with this Five of Wands showing up in the reverse here, it could be some sort of, you know, overcoming some obstacles. You know, it could be like some inner conflict, or like releasing some tension. Okay, it could also be you like agreeing to disagree, you know. And I say that because we've got, you know, 5 matches here, but only the one is lit, and it's in the reverse. So perhaps, you know, you could have been feeling in the recent past that like your path was very different than perhaps the path that those before you have taken, and or you could just be, you know, bringing something different to the table altogether, because it is clarifying that King of Swords, which initially came out in the reverse. So I do feel like, you know, whatever happened, whether this was, you know, outside sources trying to manipulate you, or whether this was you going through some inner conflict here, it does feel to me like this pushed you out of your comfort zone, and perhaps felt like it's time to do the inner work so I can stop seeing my shadows in other people, is what comes to me intuitively, you know, because our vibe attracts our tribe. So the more love and compassion we have for self, the more love and compassion we see in others. And the higher our vibration, in theory, the higher vibe of people that we, you know, bring towards us. Now, that doesn't mean that like this is good and that is bad. We're simply talking about, you know, like attracts like. And sometimes the least likely of people have these major lessons for us to learn. And it could be that maybe this person looks completely different than you, or speaks completely different than you, but you still could have the same root of pain, you know, the same thing that initially, I don't know, changed things for you could have been something that you share with someone that looks entirely different. Okay, Interesting. Okay, that one flipped over too. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups under that star there. Okay, so with the Page of Cups here, you know, this could be identifying if anything feels out of place. This could be volunteer work for some of you all. This could be some sort of like accommodating, you know? So whether this is you putting yourself in alignment with things that are more accommodating, or whether this is you using your platform, your voice, to perhaps bring more love and attention to people, places, situations, mindsets, or beliefs that perhaps have some holes in it, you know? That's kind of what I'm feeling intuitively. Okay, and then next up we have the Judgment card that's clarified by the Three of Wands. So with this here, I do feel like now that you've had this wake-up call here, I do feel like you're, you know, expanding, you're growing a lot. For some of you, this could be in regards to travel. Now that you have this final clarity, it's like, okay, let me make a move, let me go towards that, you know, is what I feel there. Excuse me. With this Three of Wands energy, you know, it could be about teamwork, it could be about harvest in, or it could be about you being a leader in your community, okay? Helping others to perhaps transform. And I say that because I see this vulture here. This could also be you, you know, standing up for what you feel is in alignment with the new version of you. Okay. Interesting. Eight of Cups on the bottom, so definitely could have walked away from people, places, and situations that you felt were, you know, not bearing fruit, not in alignment with where you are. Let's pull a few cards for your mutual energy, 27, 22. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on. That shoulder keeps wanting to go up on Divine Masculine side. I feel like Divine Masculine, you may be feeling tense. It could be a good time to, like, you know, stretch, do some yoga, go get a massage, okay, whatever feels good for you. What's their mutual energy, Spirit? Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine mutual energy. Whoa. And we had one hit the floor. Okay. So let's see here. So we have the Six of Swords energy. So it looks like both of you are in transition, whether this is that you've relocated or whether this is you, you know, making a transition of thoughts, of beliefs. Either way it goes, I do see that you are, yeah, it almost feels like a rite of passage here, and I do see a big transformation, and it's clarified by the King of Wands. Wow. So with this King of Wands energy, yeah, I do feel like you are, I feel like you're intelligent. I feel like you're being very deliberate right now, like you have a lot of clarity. And with the finger pointing up here, I do feel like you're standing up for what you feel is, you know, right or in alignment with your heart space. Okay. King of Wands energy, yeah, I feel you like in a leadership role, being very bold, very charming, very courageous at this time. So it feels like both of you have bossed up, okay? And then I'm gonna get this card. Okay, and it's the Three of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so, you know, Three of Swords in the reverse, I do feel like you are offering forgiveness, like you are recovering from, you know, some heartbreak, whether this is losing friends, family, co-workers, a lover, whatever it is. I do feel like you're healing your heart at this time, okay? Let's see. There's 2 swords in this person's back, and then they're also holding one of these swords, okay? So for some of you, you definitely could be recovering from what felt like a betrayal. And I say that because this person here doesn't have any swords in them. Like, it's the 2 in this person's back and then the sword that they have in their own hand here. So wow, this could be definitely recovering from some sort of major loss and or like a feeling of being betrayed. Ultimately, I do feel like, you know, this kind of was a rite of passage and to teach you lessons about self-love, self-care, healthy boundaries. And now I see you being, you know, very bold, very courageous, taking a stand for, you know, who you are, what you believe in. And you could even be, like I said, in a leadership role at this time. It could even be, yeah, leading the way is what I'm hearing. Leading the way, okay? So, beautiful. Let's see, I'm going to look at the shadow work for you all today, and then I'll pull some Soul's Journey affirmations. Okay. Okay, Spirit. Divine Masculine shadow work. What wants to be illuminated today? Okay. So we have here envy and insecurity. So envy. Remind yourself that no one has it all. Excuse me. It's okay to celebrate others' successes. You truly are good enough, okay? And then we also have here Divine Masculine Collective insecurity. So please understand your worth, your value, your purpose here on earth. There is no need to feel small or compare yourself to others. Okay? Beautiful. Okay. So that if this was divine masculine, you know, being a little bit controlling in your past divine feminine, it could have stemmed from envy and insecurity. You know, maybe there was something about your light that perhaps cast, you know, some of their shadows, and maybe they felt insecure by whatever it is that you bring to the table, whether this is the way that you show up in the world, the way that you carry yourself, you know, the way that, you know, that you get attention if you're in the spotlight, because we see the star on your side, divine feminine, and or this could have been them feeling envious, you know, envious of your success, perhaps because they felt there was a lack of success on their end. I say that because the Six of Pentacles card here, he is, you know, under boulders, weighed down by something. Okay, what do we have for Divine Feminine Collective today, Spirit? Shadow work for Divine Feminine Collective. Oh, interesting. Okay, it's just one of the standard cards. May this oracle deck awaken you to greater authenticity by working through any hidden shadows of your personality. Okay, thank you, Spirit. What do we have for Divine Feminine Collective? Okay, for your side, Divine Feminine, we have resisting change. Ask yourself why you are not wanting to change. Look at the positive side to the changes. Okay. Anything else for Divine Feminine Collective? Okay. And we also have here manipulative. So let go of wanting to exert power over someone or a situation. Do you need to work on your self-esteem? Okay, so if that was your energy showing up as being, you know, manipulative, there's also this opportunity to see, you know, why do I feel the need to control things outside of myself? You know, is it that I am feeling out of control? Is it that, you know, I don't know, maybe it goes back to inner child, you know, trauma or healing, that Maybe there were times when you felt that you didn't have any control. And so maybe now in your adult life, you try to control as many variables as possible because perhaps that brings you a sense of being safe, you know. But whatever it is here, you know, there is a need, or there is an opportunity to let go of wanting to exert power over, you know, people, places, or situations, and do that inner work, okay? And let go of what it is that we've been resisting, okay? Let's jump into the soul's journey and get some affirmations. Okay, before I do that, I'm going to pull a shadow work card for you collectively and see if we could figure out what was the mutual issue between divine masculine and divine feminine. What was the mutual issue between the two, Spirit? Whoa, okay, hold on. It landed in my lap. And we have here negativity. Let go of the pessimistic attitude. It's getting old. Think of something positive right now and shift your thinking. So yeah, it could have been that both of you, you know, were going through a lot at the time, doing the best that you could. Meanwhile, instead of, you know, perhaps being each other's partner or best friend, you know, maybe you all took it out on each other, okay? I don't know your story, but you do. But either way it goes, you know, it could have been some pessimism, perhaps, was one of the root issues. Anything else? Okay, wow. Quarrelsome. So with this here, quarrelsome, you know, like I was just feeling there. So it says, does this action fulfill an emotional need for you? Does it make you feel powerful? Is it a bad habit that needs to stop? Okay, so that could have been, you know, some of the things, some of the root issues of this relationship here, okay? Let's see. What do we have here, Spirit? For Divine Masculine Collective, an affirmation for Divine Masculine. Relationships, okay? I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good, okay? So that feels like getting out of your comfort zone, you know. Perhaps there's a particular type of energy that you are used to or that feels like home. Even if it doesn't necessarily feel healthy, it could just feel familiar, you know. So with that, that's beautiful. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good, okay? What do we have for you, Divine Feminine Collective? We have balance, okay? So I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, one more from the Lover's Oracle, and then I think I'm going to call it a day. Anything else for Divine Masculine Collective today, Spirit? Whoa. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean, okay? For Divine Feminine, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. Okay? Beautiful. Okay, lovelies. Well, if this was a part of your story, if you found it helpful or entertaining, you can, of course, hit that like button. If you like my reading, if you like my style, and you would like to see more readings based on your energy, feel free to Hit the bell notification so you never miss another daily energy check-in. This allows me to tap into your energy for future readings, as well as helps keep you updated anytime I release a new one. Okay, well, much love and many blessings. Thank you for allowing me to read your beautiful energy. Y'all have a good one. Namaste, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.